The end. Probably the two most meaningful words in any story. Because whether you love a story, whether you hate a story, whether the story makes you mad, sad, whatever it is, every time you see those two words, you just get this feeling. If you hate the story, it's a feeling of gratification that the story's finally over. You just think, thank you, God, for this shit being over. If you love the story, it hits you with this more somber tone. It's like, wow, I really love the story and I can't believe it's over. And if it makes you sad or angry, maybe when you get to the ending, you just get even more angry. Or it makes you even more sad and you cry and you're just like, but yes, the end. And you know what? Every story must eventually come to an end. Whether it's your favorite movie, book, TV show, comic book series, and yes, even manga. Now, some manga do go on for a really, really long time. Some examples, you have Dragon Ball, and their franchise has been going on for almost 40 years. Naruto's been going on for over 20. And this little manga that has been going on for 26 years now, by the name of One Piece. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's pretty long.
What do you mean by that?
Like 1,100 plus chapters long. The other day I was scrolling through Instagram, just minding my business, when a funny little post hit me talking about a trusted leaker has told this person who posted the Instagram post, who told this person to stay off social media because the One Piece story is coming to an end and to beware of spoilers. And this put like a light bulb over my head. A little ding just went off and I started thinking, you know what? It's been like a long time since I remember Oda saying, hey, I'm gonna end One Piece in 5 years. Or I'm 80% done with the story. Or, oh, I'm gonna actually finish the story in 3 years. So I started looking up dates and details and researching because I started getting curious. You know, there's not a lot of content left for One Piece to cover. So I wanted to see what Oda's main idea or his main date for finishing the story was. And back in 2022, Oda did say, hey, I want to finish One Piece in 3 years. 3 years from 2022 is 2025. And 2025, I don't know if you know, it's actually next year. And honestly, maybe 2025 is the year that One Piece ends. And as crazy as that sounds, let me explain it to you. So, let's look at the content that One Piece has yet to cover. We don't know yet. This is all speculation. But let's just look at the content. Of course, after Egghead, I'm pretty sure everyone knows who reads the One Piece manga. By the way, spoiler warning. Everyone that reads the One Piece manga knows that we are 90% sure that we're going to go to Elbaf after Egghead. Because the Giant Warrior Pirates came through, fucking shit up, coming in talking about, we want to get Luffy. And so it just makes sense that after Egghead is over and Vegapunk gives his giant speech that will probably start the war that we're going to see, that we go to Elbaf. And I don't see Elbaf being another long arc. And I know, we don't see Elbaf being a long arc. Oda can hit us with another 3-year arc on Elbaf. But I just don't see it. I really don't. I didn't see Egghead being another long arc either, but here we are 60 chapters later and a year plus into it, and Egghead has been going on for a while. But I just don't see Elbaf being another long arc. And another reason why I don't see it being a long arc is look at Oda over the last 10 years. All he's drawn and written over the last 10 years is arcs that are like 80 chapters plus long. I can imagine that the man is probably getting fatigued of writing these long mega arcs that can be their own story individually. Like, it's crazy. But I go back to my point. It's just, I don't see Elbaf being another long arc. I see it as a prelude arc to the other content that we know for sure we're going to get. And it's the final battle, this giant war that we might see. And of course, Laugh Tale. And people might be thinking that these are going to be two separate arcs, you know, a little mini arc at the end of the story where you know, we go to Laugh Tale and Luffy becomes king of the pirates and blah, 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 blah. And of course, this giant war that comes before it. But to me, that doesn't make any sense. I honestly think, let's just put both of them together. Let's just make this giant Big Bang clusterfuck at the end of the story. In this tiny little ring. We don't even know what Laugh Tale is or how small or big Laugh Tale is. It could be this giant mega island. And they, like, honestly, I literally just see this giant war on Laugh Tale being just like Stampede. And except there being Bullet at the end of the story as the big bad, it's gonna be Blackbeard. And I see everyone coming together to try and beat this motherfucker, because let me tell you, that man is overpowered as shit. So yes, I can see the movie Stampede being the blueprint that Oda made for what this final arc is gonna be. And I can see it playing the same way. Marines, revolutionaries, pirates, supernovas, everyone having to get together to beat the big bad. Because in reality, it probably is gonna take all those forces to beat Blackbeard. It's probably a huge hot take, but man, his crew is overpowered, and that dude's a monster. He is. But just imagine how sick that would be. Everyone joining forces together, they just gotta beat the one big bad. And then at the end, it becomes this race to see who gets the One Piece. And it probably ends in another big ass fight with the Marines and Luffy and all this shit and the supernovas or whatever. I don't know. But the way Stampede worked was, it was everyone on the island to get the log pose that would take you to Laugh Tale. And basically throughout the whole movie, everyone's chasing it until Bullet comes in, wrecks everyone's shit like the Hulk, and just basically, he was the One Piece version of Broly. My boy just flatlined everyone, didn't give a shit. Except now, with Blackbeard, I don't think it's gonna be like that, because, well, of course, you can't just flatline everybody, because Luffy's gonna be king of the pirates. And with this final war arc that I assume that we're gonna get on Laugh Tale, we could see the ending of some of these Straw Hats arcs, like their character arcs. Of course, at the end of Laugh Tale, we could see Luffy become king of the pirates. We could see the All Blue with Sanji. Maybe after Elbaf, Usopp becomes Great Warrior of the Sea. Robin will learn the history of the world. Frankie will get the whole ocean, the whole boat thing out the way, whatever. I'm not saying all of them are gonna get their character arcs at the end, because we do still gotta see Mihawk versus Zoro. Maybe we could see that too. Maybe Mihawk is like, hey yo, bitch boy, we still got that 1v1, now roll in these hands. And maybe they fight, I don't know. I'm just saying that 2025 looks like a realistic date for One Piece to end. And as crazy as that sounds, this war arc that I'm talking about with Laugh Tale, maybe it isn't even long either. The last time we had a war arc was Marineford, and Marineford was like 50 chapters long. Of course, in the new world, we have been getting mega long arcs, as I stated before, but that doesn't mean that Oda wants to end the story like that. Maybe he just didn't know any other way to write the Yonko saga than to just write these mega arcs with giant casts of side characters and just going in depth on every character. So 2025, October, November, December, like end of 2025, I could see One Piece ending. And as painful as that sounds, because One Piece is forever going to be one of my top fives. It might go back to one after the series is over and we get to figure out everything and the way everything portrays itself and the way Oda writes everything. But the ending is bittersweet. And just never forget that every story comes to an end, no matter what it is. A conclusion, a finale, whether it's good or bad, it always happens. So enjoy it while it lasts, and don't hate on everything too much. Just enjoy it, because although I'm saying that One Piece might end in 2025, maybe it won't. Maybe Oda's gonna write another 400, 500 chapters of this series, and we're gonna go on into the 2030s and beyond with One Piece. But at the same time, it might not, and nothing is guaranteed. So enjoy it while it lasts, and be happy, because this might go down as the greatest story of all time. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know when you think One Piece is gonna end, because I genuinely wanna know what y'all think. Oda said 5 years ago that he was gonna end the story in 5 years. Maybe he got a little bit atrasado, he got a little bit behind. Maybe he got a little bit behind schedule. But next year, I can feel it, man. One Piece is gonna end in 2025. I don't know what it is, but I can see it. Hope y'all enjoy. Catch you on the next one. Peace.